everybody, this is Mystic Jen. I'm here with another astrological reading for this one is going to be for Gemini for April 2018. The decks I'm using, I'm feeling very Egyptian-y. I've got two new decks. I am using the tarot for Nefertari. These cards have a lot of gold, so there might be some glare. I apologize ahead of time. And I'm also using the Oracle, Isis Oracle cards. I don't know, just feeling Egyptian-y. Now, it's going to take a minute to shuffle these because I have never used them and they're still in order. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit of shuffling. I have not edged these. These will probably get edged. I'm not sure if I want to do black or if I want to do like a light color old page. Kind of like the antique linen color maybe. I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be one of those two. Coming up in a future video is going to be my Tarot of Vampires. You ought to see that one. I edged in red. And it really pops. But we're going to ask the cards, what messages do we have for Gemini? Star, or I should say sun sign, moon, and rising. What messages do we have for Gemini for April 2018? I can relate to the Egyptian lifestyle. Probably one of my previous lives, I was in the Egyptian era. I do not feel like I was Jewish. I feel like I was actually Egyptian. This card wants to pop out, so I'm going to just leave that out. My most recent one, I was a witch. But I feel at some point, one of my lifetimes, I was back in Egyptian times. I have images that come to me that I was probably living in the castle. I was definitely living the lap of luxury back in Egyptian times. I haven't investigated on as far as who I might have been. I know who I was as a witch in my last lifetime. I was actually the last witch to ever be burned at the stake. And that was over in England. I apologize about this. I probably should have reshuffled this. I had another deck picked up, but at the last minute, when I was starting to record, I just felt drawn to Egyptian theme for Gemini. There's another card that popped out. I'm going to start with 3 cards. And this one wants to come out. So, we're going to turn these over. Okay. The first card that popped out for Gemini is Judgment. I know this is going to be difficult to see because there's a lot of gold foiling on these cards. Judgment is speaking to me about a renewal, a resurrection. In this image, the Egyptian is actually unbinding a quote-unquote mummy. This is where mummy got its name. It feels like she may have come back to life, and he has to take all her wrappings off of her. So I'm feeling this is also an unveiling. Truths coming out, and as a result, being set free from something in your past. Being set free and feeling alive again, feeling renewed energy, a renewed sense of self and life purpose. And this came after a great battle. There was a lot of conflict. This is the 5 of Wands. And they are fighting each other. So it feels like somebody going through maybe arguing with others. There's been a lot of conflicts. This could be in the workplace or in the family environment, home environment. Okay, but I'm feeling like this is judgments being made after a great battle that was going on within your life. And there's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is signifying... The Knight of Wands is somebody who is very driven, and he's coming towards, but see, everybody's facing this battle here. So the Knight of Wands might have been somebody who was involved in this. I'm feeling like somebody that enters the life of this Gemini, and which caused a lot of conflict. But as a result of this, you're feeling a renewal. Maybe somebody was changing residence and you were moving, and there was a lot of problems involved in the process of moving. But it's like everything is like going to iron itself out, and you're going to have a sense of accomplishment, judgment made in your favor. Okay? And we also have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very intelligent. He is on an intellectual mission. Swords are about conflict, and they're also about communication. They're the sign of air. So I am getting a sense here. There's 2 knights here, and they're facing in opposite directions. So this conflict that you guys are going to be involved in the beginning of the month, it's like pulling you in 2 different directions. Okay? Pulling in 2 different directions, causing this conflict. This is probably an inner conflict also. This is something that you desire, that you want, and you're driving to go after. But your intellect is looking in the other direction. And your mind is telling you that it's trying to rationalize things out. Maybe thinking that It's not a right decision, even though that's what you really want. Whatever this is that you're desiring, that you're striving for, this goal that you're trying to go after. And I'm feeling like this ambition has something to do with the past. And the Knight of Swords is trying to tell you, no, don't go backwards. You need to go forwards. Okay? And this is causing a conflict. Now I see it more. It's causing an inner conflict. A decision that you have to make. Which direction are you going to go? Are you going to follow your passion, your heart, or are you going to follow your head? Okay. And some things about this decision are going to be unveiled. Okay? And things are going to be known to help you make a better decision. And she's looking straight at the conflict, and she's looking at the Knight of Wands striving. I almost feel like you guys are going to want to follow your heart and not your head. Your head is causing a conflict. And I am getting the messages from Spirit that you need to follow your intuition. It doesn't say, it doesn't mean that either is right. Your intuition will tell you whether your heart is right or what your desires want, what you really want, what you're striving for, or if the warnings of what your head is telling you, saying, well, this might not be good for you. This might not be a good decision. Your intuition, if you trust in it, will tell you which direction to go. And we have the King of Pentacles. So, could this be involving a couple people? In a love reading, this may be meaning that a decision between two people. Your heart tells you one thing, your head tells you another. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is very practical. He's driven. At the same time, he keeps grounded. So, in this situation, the cards are speaking of needing to stay grounded, needing to look at your options, and he's looking straight at the Knight of Swords. Okay? And he's saying that you need to make a practical decision. And I'm feeling like maybe it involves your family, your home life. And there's a Five of Swords. So there's a lot of air energy, which kind of makes sense because Gemini is an air sign. Okay, the Five of Swords is somebody who's either feeling defeated or winning by unfair means. So this goes further. For some of you, Gemini, you might be trying to get the upper hand. And the way that you're driven by the Knight of Wands, maybe you're rushing into a decision before you really put any thought to it. And the Knight of Swords is telling you, think about this. Put some thought into this. And the King of Pentacles is telling you, you need to be practical and think things out rationally. I'm feeling irrational thoughts here. Okay? Okay, let's see what else does Spirit have. Two other cards that didn't want to go in. We have the Page of Wands. And we also have the Ace of Swords. Another air sign, another swords and fire. Air and fire seem to be dominating. Everything is about air and fire in this reading. So you have a lot of passion going on and a lot of conflict. And the cards are telling you Again, with this one and with Judgment, the truth is going to come out. I feel like this conflict is something that maybe you're in a conflict, not only inner conflict of what you need, what direction you need to go to handle a difficult situation in your life. And it's telling me you don't have all the information yet. But in April, everything is going to come to light. Everything's going to come out. And it's saying, like, wait till all that you have all the information, your ducks in a row, before you make some kind of crazy decision. Okay. And I want to start pulling some from the Oracle. My Isis Oracle. And I saw there's a couple other Egyptian tarot decks that I want. I am drawn to the Pagan, Druid, Wiccan decks and some darker decks from medieval times. And I feel like these are all some of my past lifetimes. And I'm being drawn to Egyptian. This is a brand new deck also. Just opened up moments before I started recording. I get my decks, I don't always open them right away, because I have other things going on. Client readings and stuff. We have one that fell right out. Divine Sun Child. Blessings of the Sun Falcon. So this is kind of telling me that there are blessings that's going to come out of this. Okay? And going along with the Judgment card, you have to have faith that everything's going to turn out in your favor. I just want to kind of look in the guidebook real quick to see what kind of special message. Blessings of the Sun Falcon, the Divine Sun Child, or a son of Isis. Flow to you now, and beloved, initiate. It is a time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil, just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert. Blessings of the Sun Falcon herald the time when your divine legacy is being born. It is time to burn bright. Okay. So some of the messages of this card also is to let go of ideas that you know are impossible. Maybe you have a dream that is totally unrealistic at this moment. Okay? And this is also letting your light shine. It goes along with being renewed. You're going to be blessed. You have to be open and allow the energy to flow. So this situation, this conflict that you're in, it is going to resolve itself in April. Maybe end of April, beginning of May. That's the kind of feeling that I'm coming with, that it's coming over me. And so I want to pull one more oracle to go along with this. When they fly out on my hand, I just love it. Sisterhood, a community of spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. So, this card is telling me that this conflict that you're having with it dissolving and you being blessed, that you want to let your light shine upon everybody else. This is going to bring you closer together in your community, your family. And sometimes we have conflicts that are necessary for us to grow. So my message to Gemini is that be practical. Don't go charging into decisions without really putting thought into it and thinking about it. Be practical about your decision making. The truth or more information is going to come about because you don't have all your information yet. So now it's not time to make a decision at the beginning of April. And by the end of April, you are going to feel renewed. You're going to, all the doubt and everything's going to be shed off of you, peeled away. And you're going to be blessed with this, and you're going to come out on top. Everybody's going to, and you're going to let your light shine, let you be blessed, and even in your family, maybe in your religious establishment, you're going to shine in this. So I do hope this helps you, Gemini, and I do thank you for watching, and I'll be next with the next sign. Bye.